r/rules horror. Posted by u/Snickersnook. Trial 2, Junior Supernatural Hunter. Hunting Supernatural 101. If you are reading this, you have passed the first trial and have been appointed a junior hunter of the Ohio region. Due to the dangerous side of this job, there are many rules to follow. If you break a rule whilst hunting, I cannot guarantee your safety. The only thing you can do to have an increased chance of survival is to run or combat the enemy. Rule 1. Do not start hunting unless you have a pet companion with you. Preferably a bird in a cage, but dogs also work in defending you. Rule 2. The walkie-talkie provided to you is to be on at all times. Do not use your real names while talking, and if someone does call you by your real name, avoid them as they may be a skinwalker. Rule 3. Keep track of the number of bullets loaded in your rifle. You should always have at least 5, and if you notice some bullets missing and you haven't fired the gun, you should backtrack to where you were and don't look back. Rule 4. There are several cabins around Ohio in which you can find bullets, holy water, stakes and etc. If you ever encounter a cabin without X on the door, test if it is solid. If not, it is recommended to back away if you're not specifically searching for ghosts. Rule 5. If you see animals running, get ready to run in the direction they are because something is coming. Wendigos are most common in this situation, but don't take it as a rule of thumb that it is a Wendigo. Rule 6. If possible, do not fire at local wildlife and try to not think about skinwalkers. Skinwalkers will pursue you if you are aware of them. Rule 7. Most ghosts are friendly and you can interact with them if you wish. Stay away from demons and poltergeists. Especially Onis. It's sad what happened to James. Rule 8. If you start to feel even remotely hungry, get to a safe place and eat until you're satisfied. Do not consume human meat under any circumstance. If you have already cannibalized, proceed to one of the cabins of our organization and lock yourself in the basement. If you are not able to, commit suicide. You don't have to, of course, but it'll just be a pain in the ass for us. Rule 9. While an Oni encounter is unlikely in this region, you should never blink if you encounter one and slowly back away. That is, until it starts coming for you. Then you should run. Rule 10. If you see a banshee, there is a high chance that you will see many more ghosts around. Rule 11. Try to not touch any physical monsters you have hunted, especially Wendigos and vampires. If you are using gloves, you can touch them to a certain degree. Skin is fine, but organs, saliva and such can still have permanent effect on your body. Rule 12. If you are almost certain that there will be vampire or ghost activity nearby, drink at least a fourth of your holy water bottle. This will make you be able to resist their influences, at least for a short while, to give you a chance to run. Rule 13. Your life matters more than the body of the hunted. If you feel you are in danger, dump the body and run. Rule 14. Never head hunting before dusk. The Ohio lurker has known to be active during the day. Engaging it is not advised, at least not alone. Rule 15. Hunting a werewolf is to be done in groups no more than 3. Werewolves are one of the most dangerous predators and they grow stronger each full moon. The older a werewolf is, the stronger it is. If you spot the red-furred werewolf, you should back away and stay out of sight. Rule 16. In addition to Rule 15, never hunt a werewolf on a full moon. It is not impossible to kill one as they are virtually immortal during a full moon. It's not impossible to kill a werewolf during a full moon, but is it worth it for everyone included to die for one werewolf to be killed? Rule 17. Be wary of encounters with other people. Never let hitchhikers in, and especially don't let people with bodies out of proportion near you. Just say that you cannot provide your services to them. Rule 18. If you are bitten by a vampire and feel hungry in the next 2 hours, lock yourself in one of the cabins. If you aren't able to get to one, commit suicide as soon as you can. Rule 19. Some ghosts may have a physical form. Depending on your skill and numbers, you may take one down for a reward. In the rare case that they're peaceful, you may be able to complete a task they ask for a reward. Rule 20. Remember that most monsters are not harmful. You need to evaluate what it is it sentient and will it rip my guts out before firing your rifle? A fight with a monster can be resolved with words. The most important thing is that you will only get paid for corpses or photos of monsters. We don't fire people here, so if you feel not safe, leave. There will be another day to rid the world of these creatures. Remember that a supernatural hunter rarely stays alive or sane. You will probably die if you choose to continue. This rule list will guarantee that you will not die the moment you step into the forest. Remember, if you manage to complete 2 hunts, you will be relocated to a much more dangerous area. Stay safe and remember, evaluate before shooting. Next story of this video. Posted by you/upstairs weirdo. Sister's rules. Hi. I'm so glad you've decided to stay over. There's some things you should know before you pack your sleepover backpack and head over. Sister doesn't like her rules to be broken. One sister can be a trickster. She likes to mess up my writing to make you mess up sometimes. I hope you're good at finding anomalies. 2. Knock on the door the same as SOS. They never seem to get this pattern quite right. We need to know if the knocking is human. 2a. If sister opens the door, don't look at her face. She doesn't like to be looked at. Just call my name and I'll be over. If you look, then refer to Rule 14. 2b. It's okay, you can look. 2a is only kidding. 2c. If I answer, then come in. 3. When I let you in, check the time. If the time seems abnormal, then you should leave and knock again until the time isn't weird anymore. We wouldn't want you stuck here. 4. Breakfast is set at the table. I hope you don't fancy pork. Don't eat the pork dishes, those are sister's dishes. It's pork, nothing else, I promise. 5. Sister finds phones at the table rude, especially when you're supposed to be a nice guest. Don't use it if you know what's good for you. 6. Breakfast ends at 9 a.m., no sooner, no later. Sister wants her alone time until 10 a.m., so we must finish early. If you don't get out in time, then refer to Rule 14. 7. We can't have lunch. Sister doesn't want us to gain weight and be made fun of. Only breakfast and dinner. If she likes you, then you can snack, but that's rarely. Don't fall into a false sense of security. It happens a lot. If you do, refer to Rule 14. 7a. Eat all you want, it's okay. 8. Sister wants dinner at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., same as breakfast. She gets until 10 p.m. to herself. In the meantime, we can watch TV in my room. 9. Lights out at 11. Sister needs her beauty sleep. 10. If you wake up hungry or need to use the restroom, I recommend not getting food and just use the bucket I have by the bed for bathroom business. 10a. If you so badly need to eat, you can quietly attempt to leave the room, but if you open the door and it's an all-green room, close it and open it until it's normal. If it's green more than 5 times, she knows. Refer to Rule 14. 10b. If my bucket is not by my bed, then sister has moved it. Do not get up to use it. She is awake and waiting. If you must, then wet the sheets. I won't care. 11. Wake up at 6 a.m. Please don't fall asleep after 6 a.m. Sister finds that rude. If you sleep, then refer to Rule 14. 12. While we wait for sister to prepare a breakfast, we may watch TV. For real, no trickery. 12a. We can use our phones while we wait too. I promise it's not a trick at all. 13. You may leave when the clock strikes noon. Do not look at sister when leaving and say thank you for letting me alive and in one piece, then leave and don't come back. But if you found it good, then come again anytime. 14. You've upset sister. There's nothing you can do to undo the damage done. You will not be returning home, and no one, not even I, will remember you even existed. You will experience the most agonizing and live in distraught for 2 weeks, as she calls this tenderizing the meat. You very well may be her next pork cuisine. You better pray that to be the case, because if not, then she will continue to keep you barely alive, praying to your God to just let you into the afterlife, because if she is just playing with you, then you'll stick around in the basement for a year.